Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today's pick a card reading is going to be about how your love life / your sex life with your future spouse is going to be like, okay? So what we're basically going to look at is if people would ask you, how are you doing? What is going on in your love life? Or if somebody would ask you, like your friends and stuff like that, how is it going with you? And fill the gap, the name of your future spouse, basically what you would tell your friends about what is going on in your relationship and stuff like that, or just overall what your love life is gonna be like, the energy of when you guys show each other love and stuff like that, okay? Outside of like work and outside of everything, just the energy between the two of you when you show each other love, or how you show each other love. And then I'm going to extend this reading on Patreon, where we're going to look at what your sex life is going to be like with your future spouse, okay? So I'm super excited as usual. I also made it a little bit here, like, you know, a little bit romantic with the red light. Okay, so on the next step, you can choose between 3 images. If you feel indecisive, ask your spirit guides to show you what the right pile for you is. Just go on Google, find a number generator, pray to your spirit guides, and then it will spit out the number, okay? Just if you really feel indecisive when it comes to the images. And if you guys are interested in looking at the extended, the link is down in the description box, okay? And also, if you're completely new here, if you join Patreon and look at because you want to look at the extended, you will also have access to the 18 other, because I've already done 18 or 19 episodes, so it also means you also have access to 19 other videos, extended readings, okay? So if you're interested in that, go ahead, indulge in it, okay? I'm here to keep you company until the man or the woman of your dreams stands in front of you, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. So you chose this beautiful image here, and this card says make yourself a priority, okay? So we're going to look at what your love life with your future spouse is going to look like, okay? And then in the extended, we're going to look at what your sex life, we're going to get a little bit spicy in the extended, and we're going to look at what your sex life is going to look like. But first of all, I want to channel the energy, and then we're going to look at all the cards together, okay? So pile number 1. First of all, I want to tell you guys that your love life is gonna be, if you tell other people about, like what is happening with you and your husband, your wifey and stuff like that, I'm hearing, oh, that's romantic, or I'm hearing like a hopeless romantic. I'm hearing like people feeling like, oh my god, that's so romantic, I thought men don't do that anymore, or I thought women don't do that anymore, or something about like an energy of your love life is gonna be like very romantic, almost like, how can I say that? So I feel this energy that a lot of people are like very cynical upon planet Earth, meaning that kind of like jaded, that energy of like being jaded, like romance doesn't exist anymore, and movie scenes where people kiss in the rain and stuff like that, it all doesn't exist anymore, or romance is dead, or I don't know, there's this energy of like that even people think that true love is not even a thing anymore, and it's better to marry out of convenience and stuff like that, or marry because of like money matters and stuff like that, because in the world that we currently live in, it's all about like choosing a good partner to be stable. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like this energy that a lot of people would think that your relationship or your love life is maybe even over the top, or it is something that they thought doesn't exist anymore, okay? Meaning that your future spouse or your wife is gonna be like a real lady, or like a beautiful gentleman, that they do stuff that is maybe like very old-fashioned, is what I'm hearing, or there's this energy of like a lot of romance between the two of you, like romantic dates and romantic kisses and romantic, like I'm also hearing the energy of like showing each other that you love each other in a very romantic way, okay? Now the funny part is I feel like your love life is gonna be romantic but nasty at the same time. So I pick up this energy that you guys are gonna have a lot of sex, or this energy of you can go 2 rounds or 3 rounds, and I think it's gonna be a long time in your relationship until you calm down with having sex with each other, because I feel like there's an energy of obsessing about each other, or an energy of like, I don't know, there's this energy of you guys are gonna be really, 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 yeah, there is an energy of obsession. There is an energy of like, I've waited for so long to meet somebody like you, and now it's kind of like Siamese twins, or it's kind of like this energy of like you wanna feel this person's magic wand as often as you can, and they wanna lick your beautiful oranges as much as they can. There's this energy of like, I feel like your love life is also where you guys are gonna, in case it is possible, for example, you take a day off from work, they take a day off from work, where you spend a lot of time in the bed, round after round after round. There's this energy of like really adoring this person's body, and really I'm picking up, it's kind of like as if you cannot get enough of each other. Your love life is the energy of like you cannot get enough of each other. Your friends might even be calling you like, hey, you've been where are you at, what's going on, and stuff like that. And there's this energy of like a lot of romance is what I'm picking up here. I'm also picking up this energy of like telling each other that you love each other in a very romantic way, or in a very romantic setting, or something about like doing romantic things with each other. There is something, even if you tell me I'm not romantic, I don't like that, I think this is something that is gonna change once you are with the love of your life or your future spouse. I'm also seeing a lot of naked people here, so I'm picking up this energy. Your love life is very, very free, where you will love to walk around completely naked, or where you really like to look at each other's bodies, or I don't know, there's something about like I keep feeling like you would be my type of couple that likes to walk around naked in the apartment. Let's say, for example, if you live in a tropical country, or if you for example go to like a tropical place for a vacation, or if it's a really hot day, I'm seeing you here walking around in underwear and completely naked. And there's this energy of like, I don't know, I keep feeling like there's this energy of like you cannot get enough of each other, because we have Scorpio energy here. So there is definitely gonna be a type of like obsession, and I'm picking up this energy that you guys are gonna always tell each other. I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be like a daily thing, or like a thing that you hear like at least once a week, like you're the one for me, I love you with all my heart. Because we have the Ace of Swords here, and the Ace of Swords talks about clear communication, and then we have the Ace of Cups here, and then we have the Six of Cups, okay, and the Knight of Cups. This is kind of like I love you baby, or there's gonna be like a lot of like I love you baby, or you're the one for me, I can't wait to marry you, my hubby, my wifey. Okay, there's a lot of energy where you guys would tell each other, and that's also what I'm picking up, because the naked energy also means that you're completely naked in front of that person, but also emotionally. I feel like you guys are also very naked in front of each other emotionally, meaning like every time you feel this overwhelming feeling of love, you're gonna text this person like, I'm so grateful that God brought you to me, okay, or this energy of like, oh my God, I feel so much love for my husband or my wife today, so I want to bring something to her, okay? So there's this energy that you're going to declare that you love each other, or that you are the one for each other, or you're my true love, or I've never been this in love before, or sometimes I feel so much love in my heart that I cry, or like, yeah, this energy of like you guys are going to actually tell each other a lot that you love each other. It's gonna be like, again, like a weekly thing, a daily thing. There could be love notes, like for example and again, it's like people would say, does that even exist? Okay, but there could be an energy of like let's say for example you are at your future spouse's place, okay, because with the Ace of Swords there's this energy of like, oh, I have to go to work, so maybe you leave a love note, or maybe they leave you like a voice note, okay, or that's very odd. I'm also picking up you guys are gonna, that's interesting, that's very interesting. There's something about leaving the phone unlocked. So I'm picking up this energy here. I don't know if you guys went through something where you were in a relationship where somebody did not want you to look into their phone because they were cheating on you. Okay, I feel like you're really gonna, or it's like something that your future spouse went through. There's somebody here, it might be you, it might be your future spouse, it might be the both of you, where you got cheated on before, and it all was revealed through like a phone, or something about a phone, or something about unlocking a phone, or there's this energy because Spirit showed me like the phone being like without a password. Okay, and there's something about okay, listen to me. Okay, listen to me, guys. I'm picking up the energy here that one of you guys, or I almost want to say, I feel like the both of you went through the same thing, to be honest with you guys, but somebody here got betrayed, okay? I also feel like your future spouse went through something in a past relationship here where they got betrayed, and they maybe figured out through a phone, okay? So if you meet your future spouse and they tell you, oh, you know, I got cheated on or something like that, ask them if they found out through a phone or something along those lines, okay? But I'm seeing here the phone being unlocked on it, and it's on the table. And then one person is standing up and they're taking the phone. There's this energy of like, maybe there might even be in the beginning, listen to me, okay? There might even be in the beginning that there might be some type of trust issues. This might come from your side, this might come from their side, okay? If you know you don't have trust issues and stuff like that and nothing happened, it might come from them, but hear me out. So I'm picking up this energy here of, in the beginning there might be some type of trust issues, but your future spouse is going to realize very, very early on that there's nothing that they have to be fearful of, because there's literally nothing happening on your phone. You usually get notifications from work or something about like, I don't know what this is, or it could be the other way around. It might even be you snooping around at night, looking at your future spouse's phone, and you're going to see that there's literally nothing, okay? There's something about like this energy of like, or you will notice that they leave their phone out in front of you, like on the table without a password, or they might even, oh, that's what it is. I'm also picking up this energy, your love life is like very trusting. You trust each other a lot. Again, it might be that in the beginning there might be a little bit of like, I've been in a shitty situation before, can I trust you, okay? But again, it's gonna be clear that there's nothing to worry about. But I'm seeing this energy that your future spouse would be the type of person to give you their phone and ask you, hey, can you call my mom? Okay, so they might tell you, hey, my password is 33116 or something like that. Okay, or 396 396936. Okay, and you're like, huh. In my past relationship, my man or my woman didn't want me to look on their phone because of privacy, or it's something that you're gonna notice. You know, like your future spouse is definitely the type to give you their phone and ask you, hey, can you call my mom? Hey, can you text my friend? Hey, can you, you know, like send this email from my phone? Okay, because now I'm being brought to like a I feel like this energy that, because some people don't like that. Some people are in a relationship and they do not like to give their phone. It's not because they do something behind this person's back, but it's because of privacy reasons. They feel like their privacy is invaded. But I feel like it's either you or them, or the both of you, where you have no problem giving your phone and you don't feel like your privacy is invaded. In fact, it makes you feel even more connected to your spouse, to your boyfriend or your girlfriend, when you guys have no password, when you guys take each other's phone casually. Okay, because I'm also being brought to like somebody taking the other person's phone and taking pictures, and then the other person later on sees in their gallery that their wifey or their husband took pictures of them, or like funny goofy pictures of them. So there's something going on with like, hey babe, can you take my phone and make this phone call for me? And it's really gonna surprise you, or it's something that you're really gonna be grateful for or appreciate, especially if you went through some type of energy before where there was a person that was hiding a lot. Okay, so there's something about nothing for me to hide. Everything is going to be out in the open. I even feel this energy here that you're also going to be the type of couple that talks very openly about your past relationships or your ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. And it's not because like, it's this energy of like, I want to show you who I truly am, or what made me the way that I am. Maybe there's even this energy of like, let's say you have trust issues or your future spouse has trust issues. There's gonna be a very long conversation in the evening, okay, or maybe even after sex, as you're cuddling and you're going to talk about why you are the way that you are, or what happened in the past. So there's this energy of like, you will know about every ex-girlfriend in case you want to know, because some people don't want to know, other people do want to know. But I'm picking up this energy, I have nothing to hide. This is the reason why we broke up. This is what happened in the past. And on the same with you, like you guys can talk very openly about pretty much anything, even like the ugly stuff is what I'm hearing. Or you guys will openly talk about, hey, I got cheated on, or I was in a third party situation and stuff like that, and ever since that I feel a little bit insecure. And I'm also hearing, wow, this is so beautiful. This is like very emotionally so freaking mature, what I'm picking up here, because I'm hearing, you know, and ever since that I have trust issues, and I know I shouldn't, you know, like be, you know, I shouldn't be jealous, or I shouldn't worry, but like I'm still trying to figure out how to like work with these emotions when I feel them. This is the type of conversations that you guys will have, like very open. Or like, I'm also hearing your future spouse say, I love you so much that it sometimes drives me crazy, or I need to like, you know, calm myself down, or I don't know, I need to meditate. I'm also hearing like, yeah, I'm also hearing, oh, this is so beautiful. Man, what the heck is going on here? Okay, I'm being brought to the quotes, I love you more than, I love you more, I love you to the moon and back. Or I'm hearing, you see, it's corny, but I don't know. Okay, I'm hearing I love you to the moon and back. Or what is the other one? Because you know what's funny, I heard that one before, but it's like in the back of my mind, something like I love you more than the water in the ocean, or like I love that. Well, me, I love it. Or this energy of like, how can I say that? There's another one. I love you more. I love you like the, oh yeah. I'm also hearing, I love you so much that I could grow 2 hearts and it still would not be enough space. Oh my God, what the fuck is going on here? You see, but this is what I mean. It's kind of like some corny stuff, and I even feel like you guys are gonna laugh about it, like you mean it, like seriously. Like sometimes I cry because I love you so much. Or I'm so grateful to finally have a partner like you. But it's like a goofiness with like, I'm romantic, but it's also kind of corny. Oh my God, I love that energy. And then it also turns into like, I don't know, having nasty sex, or laying in bed, or I don't know. And I'm also picking up this energy here. I don't know what's going on. I feel like your future spouse or you, or even the both of you, because we have the card here, holistic health. Let me show you the cards now. We have the card here, holistic health. Yeah, there's this energy of like the root chakra. The root chakra is all about security, and we talked about insecurities, and we also talked about like feeling trust issues, right? Because there's this energy of like, is this relationship stable enough, or is the trust strong enough for us to, you know, make this work? So I'm picking up with the root chakra, root chakra energy here. I'm picking up that because we have snakes on that card, okay? So I'm picking up here that either you or your future spouse, it almost feels like the poison is the cure. Or do you guys know that symbol where the snake is biting its own tail? So I feel like you went through some type of betrayal before. You got betrayed before, may that be in a relationship, in your family. There's something about like, I got betrayed before, or do you guys know that one picture that shows like, if I look at old pictures of me and my old friends, and then the picture shows you and snakes? This is what I'm picking up here. So, and I'm also being brought to like Slytherin energy from Harry Potter, right? And we know that Slytherins are very, 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 very talented, but at the same time they can also become cunning very easily. Okay, so I'm being brought to this energy here. And we also have the moon card. Okay, we have the moon card here, which is about secrets. We also have the devil card here. Okay, so I feel this energy that your future spouse either got betrayed before. This might be because of a friend, or it might be because of like their former girlfriend, boyfriend, or they got used or something like that, okay? And I think this is something that you're gonna share in common, that you went through something very, very dark in your past, okay? And I feel like it's somehow connected to you. I'm hearing sleeping next to the enemy, or something about like an energy where you were in a very, very unhealthy relationship before. You were in a third-party situation. You were in a situation where you got betrayed, or something has been hidden, or this, even if it's not in your relationship, this might have happened in your friend circle, where some friends did something behind your back, or there was like some very unfair treatment, or literally that you at some point encountered snakes in your life, like Slytherins. Basically, you know, like you cannot trust Slytherins, because as much as they are like, or even that you had like a lot of problems with. I'm also picking up here, guys, I'm also picking up this energy here, because Slytherins are very competitive. They always want to win. So I wouldn't be surprised if you tell me that maybe when you liked a guy or a girl before, that other people were competing to get them before you, or something about like competition, or maybe somebody put you in a situation where you felt like you had to compete for the other person, or for the person that you wanted. And I feel like they've gone through the same thing, or they had like very competitive friends that somehow turned into Slytherins, turned into snakes. Okay, so this is something that you guys are going to share in common, that you maybe both have some type of trust issues. This might be in different areas. They might have trust issues with like, I don't know, the phone, and you might have trust issues with like, I don't know, something else. Does that make sense? So there's this energy that your love life is all about assuring each other that you love each other, okay? And it's not about like a very unhealthy dynamic. It's more so this energy of like, I know what you've been through, and I'm trying to, you know, like even like program your mind to no longer believe that. There's this energy of like, let me reprogram your mind. My phone is on the table. You can look on my phone whenever you want to. Or this energy of like, again, like if you've been in a third-party situation, because I feel like your future spouse, like you both have so much compassion for each other, okay? And we have the King of Cups here, and the King of Cups is like very, very emotionally invested, meaning that this is not about like the King of Swords, for example. I'm going to explain a little bit of what tarot is about. So the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords are air energy, meaning that the King and the Queen of Swords are more prone to try to understand something with their logic. Like, so in that case, the King and the Queen of Swords would maybe say, hey, you know, like calm down, you don't need to worry about, you know, my phone and stuff like that, okay? Almost feeling like that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that you feel insecure about this relationship. But they can sometimes approach it in a very harsh way, or in a way where the other person feels like they're overreacting. because maybe like the other person's like very emotional, the other person's very rational, intellectual, and only the facts. And if the fact is that they don't do anything, they don't see the point in, like, I don't know, giving you a call and telling you like, you should know that I love you. We've been in a relationship for 3 years. Does that make sense? It's kind of like this logical, like it's only logical for me to love you if you already are in a relationship. But here in your relationship, in your love life, it's not about like, oh, it should be logical. In your relationship, it's all about, I know what you've been through, so I'm trying to kind of like show you that this time it's different, or that this time it's different, or I'm trying to ease your mind, or I'm trying to let's say, for example, again, your future spouse knows that you've been in a third-party situation, or the other way around, then they will have this urge in their heart, okay? They don't do that because they have to. They don't do that because it's logical. They do that because they have this strong urge to show you you're the one for me, because they also know that at some point you felt like the third wheel, or you felt like shit, or you felt like the second option. Does that make sense? Or this energy of like, when somebody got betrayed, they want to do the opposite for you, so that they love you so much that they don't want you to feel pain, or they will feel like, man, you must have gone through so much pain, and I'm here to, I don't know, to wash all of that away, or to like really do things. And again, it comes from the heart. It's kind of like this energy of let's say for example your future spouse is somebody who is wealthy, or they have money or something like that, and sometimes people only use your future spouse for money. I'm just going to give an example, okay? So they tell you about it, like they feel like, sometimes I feel like people don't like me for who I am, but they like me for what I have. And you would feel like, okay, what can I do to show this person that I really love them for who they are? Or this energy of like, man, on that day where they pour their heart out, I want to give them even more love. And it's also the other way around. Does that make sense? So there's a strong energy of like, I want to shower you with love. I want to shower you with trust. I want to shower you with security, okay? Emotional security, which is also the reason why you guys are going to be very romantic, because I don't know what's going on, but I feel like you and your future spouse, this could be in different lifetimes. This could be when they were younger and with you it was like a few years ago, or this could be again in a friendship situation where you got betrayed or something like that, okay? There's this energy of I want this relationship to be as healthy and as romantic and as assuring. I want to assure you that you are the one for me. I want to assure you that I truly love you, or I want to assure you that I'm not doing anything behind your back. And again, it's not about like an unhealthy energy of like where somebody accuses the other person. It's more so this energy of like, I'm hearing not words but action. So there's this energy of like through actions, it's going to be very visible that you only have eyes for each other. Does that make sense? So there's this energy of like, I'm not gonna tell you you're the one for me, I'm gonna show you. So, and it's interesting because the card that you chose, where is it? It says, make yourself a priority, okay? So I feel like the priority in this relationship is something about like security, emotional security, or understanding that the other person has certain things that they still deal with, like trust issues, because there's never ever going to be a relationship that is, you know, like perfect, okay? So I feel like there's a strong emphasis on some type of security or some type of like health energy here, okay? So there could also be this energy where, for example, your future spouse has anxiety or they have unreasonable fear, and you're gonna work through that. Does that make sense? There's this energy of like making this relationship as healthy as possible, even if you face bad habits or unhealthy stuff, you know? And I'm also picking up this energy. Your focus is definitely gonna be like on knowing that I've been in a toxic relationship before, so I'm gonna do the opposite of my toxic relationship. So it's all about healthy communication. It's all about showing you that you love each other in a very healthy way. Again, I feel like in the beginning you guys are going to be a little bit obsessed with each other, like being with each other every day, or like not wanting to leave the bed, or like even being I'm even hearing even being a little bit like hesitant to go to work or taking a day off when you shouldn't be doing that. Does that make sense? Just in the beginning is what I'm picking up here, okay? Now with the holistic health, I'm also picking up this energy here. Again, there could be like a strong focus on health. This could be a strong focus on mental health where you guys are going to meditate together, or a strong focus on healthy communication because maybe this has been like a downfall in a different relationship, or something about a healthy opening up with each other. I'm also picking up this energy here. There's something about security. Your relationship is all about, and I'm hearing you guys are going to give each other security in a different way, okay? So you could be giving them emotional security, or like maybe even physical security. Let's say, for example, this person feels like they're not muscular enough. You're going to make more love to their body so that they don't feel like they're lacking physically. Whereas you might be feeling like you've never heard "I love you" before. So this person's going to put an emphasis on saying "I love you" more often because they know that you were deprived of that in the past. Does that make sense? So this is very fucking healthy, to be honest with you. This is like I'm very, very surprised about it. And I feel like, again, like other people would be like, wow, that is so romantic and stuff like that. And some people even feel like it's going to be over the top. Like, what the fuck are you doing, guys? Like, you guys are not 16 in high school. But again, like the root of why you guys do certain things over the top is because you guys know what the other person has been through. Does that make sense? Okay, let me see what else is going on here. Okay, we also have the card here, forgiveness, you see, and I feel this energy here. Yeah, there's definitely an energy of like your relationship or your love life is also going to be a lot of moments where you say sorry to each other, not because you fuck up all the time, but it's this energy of like, how can I explain that? Being fully aware that something in your past might be still affecting you in your present relationship, and it's like catching it before it brings trouble. So there's gonna be a lot of energy of like, I'm sorry if even if it's like, I'm not picking up that you guys are gonna fight a lot, to be honest with you, because you guys are gonna have like very healthy communication. I'm seeing here that you guys are gonna talk like until the next morning, like the whole night, because something is on your heart or something is on their heart. It's like, do you know what I'm also seeing here? This is why my readings are always so freaking long. But I love it. So I'm seeing here a scenario where you're sleeping, okay? And then your future spouse is like waking you up, like, hey babe, I'm sorry that I wake you up, but I cannot sleep, there's something on my mind. And then you're like, okay, what's going on? You know, maybe you guys are even gonna, you know, go to the kitchen, get like a drink, and you know, like it's 3 a.m. in the morning, okay? Or you put on like a candle or something like that, and then you guys are gonna talk, and it's like, okay, so this has been on my mind, and I know I shouldn't even be asking you because I'm, you know, like, but can we talk about it? Something about like, can we talk about it? There's something on my mind, there's something on my heart, or I don't know, there's something, this energy of like, yeah, this is this energy of like, in the middle of the night, let's talk about it. Or I don't know, like if they know that you're still up, let's say for example they have night shift, okay, they have night shift, and you know that they close work at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then you're like, I cannot sleep. I know this person's, you know, clocking out of work 4 a.m. in the morning, so you're gonna call them like, hey babe, I cannot sleep, can we talk about something? And then you pour your heart out, like what is going on with you and how you feel. There's a lot of energy of like, this is how I feel, and I want to talk about how I feel, and I also want to talk about how I feel for you. And like there's also like, again, like very corny on the phone, like I'm being brought to like telling this person why you love them so much and what you adore about them. Again, like it's like I'm hearing gushing. Do you say gushing? Yeah, I'm hearing like gushing, or like there's gonna be a lot of moments where you are going to blush, or your future spouse is gonna blush because you are like showering this person with like words of love and like how much you love each other. Again, it's like it's gonna be very intense is what I'm picking up here, because we have Scorpio, okay, especially we have Scorpio and Pisces here, and Scorpio and Pisces are both very, very intense water signs, okay? So you might be a Pisces, you might be a Scorpio, you might be, yeah, we have Pisces here too. Yeah, we have a lot of Pisces and Scorpio energy here. Okay, so your relationship is going to be very strongly have like a very scorpionic and Pisces energy, okay? Now Pisces is very dreamy, imaginative, very soft. Pisces is also this energy of like all or nothing, okay? So again, there's gonna be like some type of obsession in the beginning, like you want this person all for yourself, or like you cannot get enough of this person although you already saw them 7 times a week. And then it's like I think I talked about that in a different reading where I talked about, in case it rings a bell in your mind, I talked about how in the beginning you guys are gonna be like Siamese twins, and then there's gonna be a moment in your relationship where you're like, okay, let me calm down to being an individual. I love this person, but I need to come back to who I am and what I want to do. Okay, so this is what I'm picking up here, okay? Which is something that you're going to work through. At some point you're going to realize like, man, I was not really focused on my career. I was not really focused on like my fashion designing because I was so in love, but now I'm ready to focus a little bit more on that, because all the love that I have been waiting for months, I've had this for like, I've experienced it, or I experience it every day, but now I'm ready to focus on my career again. Okay, there's also this energy where you guys are going to show each other that you love each other by a lot of kissing, a lot of touching. Your relationship is definitely about like physical touch, okay? Because we have the L as in let me lick you, like L as in love, but when you love each other, you go down on each other, okay? Or showing the other person that you love them, you go down on them. Like, let's say for example, you know, you're eating right now and you had like a shit ass day at work, and then your man is gonna, you know, kiss your forehead and kiss your neck, and like, you know, like not even like maybe even talking. I feel like on some days it's all about like talking, how much you love each other, and then on other days there's no talking at all because you understand each other through body language, meaning that on that day where you feel like, oh, you know, like let's say for example, some days we don't want to talk, right? Some days we feel like shit, we don't want to talk, and on that days it's more so, I'm gonna show you that I love you by going down on you, by licking you down there, by giving you a kiss, by giving you a hickey, okay, by you know, let's say for example, I'm also picking up this energy of like very like playful, because I feel like Pisces brings me to like little fish in the ocean, and when they ooh, I'm also being brought to like 96, but I think 96, yeah, 96, okay, but it's like 2 fish. I'm trying to make sense out of something that is in my mind, because I feel like 96 is the number of Cancer. But if you have 2 fish that go in the opposite direction, you also have 69, depending on how you look at it. Okay, so there could be an energy where opposites attract, is also what I'm picking up here. Okay, whatever the heck that means. Yeah, there could be an energy where opposites attract, meaning like a very big guy and a very small woman, or like the other way around, or I don't know, like somebody who is very, I don't know, elegant, and the other person is more sporty and stuff like that. There's something going on about like opposites attract is also what I'm picking up here. Or there's one person that loves tattoos and like stuff like that, and the other person has no tattoo at all. Something about opposites attract is also what I'm picking up here. But at the same time, you guys are very, very familiar. So we also have the card here, North Node, the same destiny. So your love life is also going to be about like fulfilling some type of destiny that you guys have together. Let's say for example, you always wanted to have like this dream apartment, or you have like big dreams. You guys will somehow have the same dreams, something that you guys are going to share. Like we both want to become artists, we both want to be independent, we both want to I don't know, have 10 children, we both want to go to Australia for a year, and we both want to go diving in the ocean. Okay, there's something about you guys will have a lot in common when it comes to what you want for your future. Okay, so the North Node is also something about you guys are gonna have to like learn the same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you guys South Node and North Node. Okay, so guys, if you don't know your South Node and North Node yet, I would look at it in astrology, because your future spouse shares the same North Node as you. Okay, so let's say for example, your North Node in astrology talks about is Virgo. Okay, Virgo is all about wellness, all about health, all about organization. And it's funny because we have Pisces here, so your North Node could be Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, or because the south node from Scorpio is Taurus, and the south node from Virgo is Pisces. Okay, so there could be something like that in your birth chart. But for example, Virgo is all about structure, is all about organization, is all about wellness and health, right? Because we also have the card here, health. And Virgo is also about defeating enemies, because I also feel like there's something about like maybe you went through something where you had like competition or enemies or like something going on, okay? Or even like a lot of drama in your past relationships. So that is Virgo, okay? Now the south node is the opposite, which is Pisces, all about like going with the flow and having no structure at all, and just letting the universe take you to the next place, and you don't think about where you will be, and all about like dreaming, and all about contemplating, and all about being connected to your spirit guides, and about meditating, and you know, like isolating yourself, being by yourself, okay? Or feeling one with the universe, feeling one with God, and like imagining everything that is possible and everything that you could have, but there's not much action behind Pisces. Whereas in Virgo, it's all about action, all about putting in the work, all about, you know, like putting in the work to make something happen, or structuring, or having a plan, having a structure. Does that make sense? Like a practical plan for what you dream of. So again, like your relationship is going to be like super duper dreamy, or the both of you are people that go with the flow and you trust the universe, and you know, like your relationship is very like going with the flow, and you know, like calling each other whenever you want to, or dreaming of like a big future, a big house, a lot of children, a lot about like dreaming, okay? And then you guys both are gonna have to learn to have a practical plan, to become more like organized, to become more structured. Does that make sense? Okay. And this might happen in like different areas where they will, you know, like help you maybe to go a lot more with the flow, and you will like, this could even be, this is what I was talking about, opposites attract. So I wouldn't be surprised. Let's say for example your future spouse is a Scorpio, okay? So again, check out your south node and your north node. It's going to tell you a lot about your future spouse, because your future spouse is going to be the opposite. For example, Taurus is all about stability, and it's interesting because we have security in the root chakra here, okay? So let's say for example your future spouse is a Taurus, or let's say you are a Taurus, okay? It doesn't matter. It's vice versa or whatever. Let's say you are a Taurus, and Taurus is all about stability, it's about structure, it's about the same routine over and over again, like everything is stable, right? This is when you go to work and you have like your time from then to then, you are working and staying like this. Taurus is also the energy of like staying in one place, living in one country, you know, like not moving to any other neighborhood, staying in one house, or like continuing the business of your grandfather, like the tradition, continuing on the tradition, you know, taking on the or like continuing the legacy of your father and stuff like that. That would all be Taurus energy, like very, very firm, rigid and structured. There's nothing about changes, nothing about like anything unexpected. Everything is expected, everything is in place, in order, which is beautiful, but it also can become very, very like detrimental when you don't go with the flow of the universe, right? That's where problems arise, okay? And then on the other hand, Scorpio energy is all about excitement, all about the unexpected, all about, again, trusting the universe and seeing whatever like taking risks, and through those risks something bigger or something more beautiful can happen. Like Taurus doesn't take any risk at all, okay? But Scorpio is all about calculated risk, or shaking things up, or you know, like when every day looks the same, like Scorpio's all like, Taurus energy is about every day looks the same, and then Scorpio comes in with the unexpected, with unexpected ideas, with like, let's move to a different country, let's change things, let's change the color of the restaurant. Like Taurus is, the color has been green for 55 years and then Scorpio comes in, okay, let's paint it blue. This is what it feels like, okay? So you guys are gonna be like opposites attract, where one person is very stable, very structured, and almost boring, and the other person is like going with the flow and very unexpected, and everything is unexpected, and everything is like exciting and like taking a risk or doing something risky, okay? Now I'm also picking up this energy here where your future spouse, in case you are into occultism, in case you are into like occultism, mediumship, shamanic practices, when you are into talking to the universe, when you are into manifesting, understanding the universe, or something about like, if you are into all of that, your future spouse is going to love that, or you guys are going to share that, okay? Even if they are not psychic, or if they have never had any psychic or supernatural experiences, they're going to absolutely adore and love that about you, okay? So you might introduce them into that world, or they already are that way, or they already had hints of that. Okay, maybe they always felt like, I feel like God is really watching over me, but they could never like, it was just a feeling. But then you come in and then you guys experience something supernatural. So there's also this energy of like, you guys are going to really enjoy psychic practices, or something about you guys are really going to enjoy like manifesting or meditating or occultism, tarot cards, figuring out hidden information about the universe and stuff like that. You guys are going to love that. You guys are going to love to like, I don't know, figure out hidden information, or to scan people, or to figure out something about like figuring out something. Like, I'm also being brought, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys love like if you guys love the detective movies, or if you guys love movies where there's like a mission or secret agents, or something about also like fairy tales and magic and stuff like that. You guys are going to be really into like magic, and all these things are like shamanic practices, or like elevating, talking about like hidden knowledge about all kinds of things, okay? This is something that you guys are really gonna enjoy, and it's gonna be a big part of your love life, okay? Or this could even be that you have a dream of your future spouse, they have a dream of you, or something about like they have a gut feeling, you have a gut feeling. You're really gonna share that energy, and as soon as you guys have sex, there's gonna be like such a strong bond between the two of you that you guys can just sense things, okay? There's something going on with like there's something going on with I see something that you don't see. Isn't that like a game? Okay. I'm also hearing hide and seek. Okay. And with this card, with the moon card here, I'm being brought to the song by Mariah Carey. It's like that. 'Cause this my life, no stress, no fights, I'm leaving it all behind. No tears, no time to cry, just making the most of life. Everybody is living it up. All fellas keep looking at us, 'cause me and my girls, me and my future spouse on the floor like, what? So there could be an energy where you guys are also going to really enjoy partying, or something about cosplay. Okay, this could also be about like you guys are going to love costumes, or you guys are going to love to dress fancy for each other, or you guys are going to love like costumes, or do something with costumes in the bedroom, or something about like going to costume parties, okay? Because I'm being brought to like masks, like a mask party, okay? So you guys are really going to enjoy like Halloween is what I'm picking up here, or like going to parties and like dressing very extravagant, or even like at home, or again like doing cosplay or something like that. Somebody could also be an actor here, or somebody could be like in front of like the cameras. Okay, something going on here. Something could be like, if in case you do something in front of the camera, this is definitely your pal, because with the mask, this also reminds me of like a performance. So there could be an energy where you and your future spouse are also again like gonna go to like a lot of parties together, or you guys are gonna go to like, again, something about like something about, because we also have the card here, wild connection. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're also going to do some wild stuff, or go to wild parties, or you go to, I don't know, you have like very wild sex, or you do something very crazy in bed, because like wild means that you do something like, oh, you know, like, oh, okay. And then we have the masks here, so I would not be surprised if you do something like, okay, where you guys like to surprise each other, or it's like one person, like if you like cosplaying, if you like to you know, put on different stuff, if you like to play with the makeup, if you like to do something extravagant with your, like, even if you have not fully lived it out, but it's something that is inside of you, it's gonna come out when you are with your future spouse, like fully, where you would dress maybe differently, more extravagant, more flashy, to express the wild side in you. This is definitely going to be like a wild connection, where you also will have wild nights, painting the town red, whatever the heck that means to you. This might even be like a really interesting date where you guys are going to go somewhere, but then you also have sex in the park, or you guys touch each other under the table, you see. So there's this energy of like you will act a little bit wild. Okay, may that be at a party, may that be when you guys have like a, even if you guys go, I don't know, like go on a walk at night, you know, like looking at the moon, they might be grabbing your butt, or like, I don't know, there's something going on here with like something wild. But I feel like a lot of you guys, you really like to dress up, or you really like to do something that is very extraordinary. You like to go to places that are extraordinary. For example, here in my city, we have like restaurants that are for blind people, so it means it's completely dark and you don't see anything. This is what I'm picking up here, that you guys are also going to be about like doing something very extravagant or something very, very odd and weird in your relationship. This might be something that you're going to do as a tradition, okay, because now I'm being brought to like whips and stuff like that. I'm going to go into that in the extended, okay, but this is definitely going to be like a psychic connection, or like a connection where supernatural things are happening, where you guys feel very, very connected to God and the universe as a couple, meditating together, praying together, okay. And again, something about like opposites attract. When you are very rigid, they're going to be very flexible. So you bring more stability into their life, and they bring more flexibility into your life. If you're all about going with the flow, they will bring more structure into your life. Again, check out your north node here. Okay, something about the south node and the north node is very significant here. Okay, there's definitely going to be an energy where some people that feel like, I'm picking up this energy here, you're also like, your connection is also about like being very much aware of unhealthy energy. May that be toxic energy from other people, may that even be toxic behavior and your toxic energy from yourself. You're all about calling out unhealthy behavior. Even your future spouse, if your future spouse feels like you're doing something because of a trauma, they will actually say it. They will say, they will say, babe, I don't think you mean it that way. I think it's because of something that happened in your past. Let's talk about it. Or there's this energy of like being very much aware of like toxic energy in the world and trying to avoid it as a couple, or trying to avoid thirst traps. You might also be my couple that doesn't want to be on Instagram, that is very secretive, because with the moon card, you would also be my couple where nobody knows that you are together until there's like wedding pictures, or until you guys marry each other. This might also be an energy where you want to keep your relationship secret because of like because of things that happened in your past, okay, meaning that you are aware of evil eye, toxic energy, stuff like that, and you just want to protect the connections. What I'm picking up here, okay. You would also be my couple to cleanse together from toxic energy, or to talk about, man, I think I absorbed some toxic energy, or you know, like I need to cleanse myself. Let's sage together, you know, let's do something together here. Let's go shower together. Okay, so there's gonna be a lot of love, a lot of sex, and a lot of love, like romantic energy of like a lot of expressing love through words is what I'm hearing, which is, I feel like, what the prosperity is about. Because like some relationships, they don't have to tell each other that they love each other every day. But in your case, I feel like it's gonna be very natural, where there's like a lot of like gushing and a lot of like, I love you, you're the one for me, I don't know. And again, it's like you feel so much love that it's overwhelming. Like your whole body is full of love that you cannot, even if you tell me I'm not that corny, it's just gonna come out of your mouth like boom, I love you to the moon and back. And then you're looking at yourself, that was so corny. Okay, but it's just gonna, like, again, like, it's funny because in the song, didn't I say I don't think you guys are gonna fight a lot? And in the song she says, no stress, no fights, I'm leaving it all behind. So I feel like you guys might even leave behind something, okay? So meaning that maybe you guys will want to start a completely new life elsewhere in a different city with a different career, or you guys are going to be present in each other's life where you guys are making a very big transition from one job to another, from one career to another, from one country to another, something like that, okay? Just for somebody out here. And then she also says no stress and no fight. So you guys are also about like being aware when you are stressed and not putting it like, and not taking it out on your spouse. Okay, something about you guys are going to be a couple that doesn't like stress. You like when things are calm, cool, and collected. You don't like to be hectic. You don't like to be full of stress and stuff like that. Okay, I mean, it's going to happen, but I feel like you guys are a couple that tries to be like healthy and not because stress makes you sick. So there's something about being highly aware of like anything that is not healthy, and something about not liking stress or not liking stress to affect your relationship, or being highly aware of that. And it also says no fights. So of course people do fight, but I feel like with you guys it's not fighting, it's like calling each other at 3 a.m. in the morning and talking for 5 hours. That's what it feels like. That would be your fight. Does that make sense? Okay, because you guys don't like to like, I also feel like there's something about you don't like screaming, you don't like drama as a couple, you don't like screaming, you don't like drama, you don't like entanglements, you don't like when things are not clear. Okay, so it's all about like, I don't like that shit. Because I feel like in another reading I talked about, there was a couple that liked love bites, and even if you chose that pile, again, like your love bites, they might look a little bit differently. It might be like, you know, like poking at each other, but never to the extent of like, we're not gonna talk for like a whole week or something like that. Does that make sense? So there's this energy of like, I don't like drama, I don't like fighting. Okay, like play fight, okay, but not like fighting, because some people really like fighting. They like fighting, they like, how do you call that? They just like a little bit of drama. Okay, this is not the type of energy that you guys, or even if there's going to be some type of drama in your relationship, I feel like it might be from outside, okay, where you guys would deal with like some type of drama from the outside, or you guys are going to be like, okay, this is too much drama, let's stop right here. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, to be highly aware of drama and stress and stuff like that. Okay, beautiful pie number one, I'm going to extend this reading now on Patreon. The link is down in the description box, and we're going to look at your sex life. Okay, so if you're interested in that, I'm going to see you there, and if not, I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely, lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pie number two. So you chose this beautiful image here. We're going to look at what your love life with your future spouse is going to be like. And if you didn't watch the intro, I'm just checking if I have something to cleanse here. If you didn't watch the intro, I'm going to extend this reading on Patreon. The link is going to the link is going to be down in the description box, where we're going to look at your sex life. Okay, give me a moment. I think I want to cleanse a little bit here. Oh, there you go. There we have it. I'm breathing very heavily because I was just rushing somewhere. And I think this is an omen for your love life. Your love life, you are always somewhere. Okay, you are always somewhere. You're always invited somewhere. You're always on a date somewhere. You're always somewhere. Okay, you guys, you are my couple that is hardly at home. Or if you are at home, even then there's like maybe a lot of people coming over. There's something going on with like you as a couple. You are like a very, 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 very active couple. Okay, this might even be a little bit too much for other people, but for you guys it works. You're my couple that loves to always go somewhere. Like there's no weekend that is boring. Okay, so there could be an energy where you in general, you don't like to stay at home, or maybe you've stayed at home so much in your life that when you are with your future spouse, you're going to be very welcoming to this very hectic, very being at places all the time, because you know the opposite, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm picking up the energy here. Oh, I'm going to channel first and then I'm going to show you the cards. I pick up the energy here of being a lot outside, or something about like you're always driving somewhere, because we have a car here. I feel like for a lot of you guys, if your spouse probably has a car, or you might have a car. It could also be an energy that you guys will always be in the train, because I'm picking up like I'm literally seeing like a friend of yours calling you, and every time they call you, you're somewhere, and I'm hearing your friends say, man, every time I call you, you're somewhere. Or I'm also hearing, I can't hear you, you know, like where you say I can't hear you because you are somewhere with your spouse. So you're definitely my type of couple, or your love life is very, very adventurous, okay? Meaning that every time you talk to your friends, you always have something to talk about. Last weekend that happened, and then this weekend we're gonna do this, and then next weekend we're gonna do that, okay? So you could be my type of couple that really loves to explore, for example, galleries, exhibitions, fashion week, okay? You guys like to go to events, to parties, okay? Even if it's not partying, it could be like traveling a lot, or you like to travel in your city a lot, or you guys are going to be my couple that likes to travel from one city to the other, or something about you guys are always moving, always somewhere, always doing something. Again, I feel like you're hardly at home. You are my kind of couple that doesn't like to stay at home. You always have a date, always, like I'm hearing there's always going to be date nights, something about there's always going to be like an occasion to dress beautifully, an occasion to, because if I look at the Two of Swords here, it's kind of like, okay, what are we gonna do this weekend together? Okay, and I'm seeing you here like getting ready, okay? Or there's an energy where your future spouse is gonna ask you to get ready because they want to take you somewhere. We also have the card here, I can't believe we made it. This is why we're thankful. So I'm picking up, this is this energy of like, your love life is all about being grateful that you are alive and making the best out of life, if that makes sense. So you would not be my type of couple to reject an invitation because you feel like you only live once. So you're going to go to all kinds of invitations. So you would also be my type of couple that would research where you could go next, or what you could do next, or to which restaurant you're going to go to next. I'm also being brought to rooftop bars. I'm being brought to, you know, like parties, gatherings. I'm being brought to, even if it's not like, for some of you guys, I feel like it's kind of fancy where you guys are going to go. And then for others of you, this could even be like a very, very cozy cafe that also has couches and stuff like that. And then you're going to go to a different cafe on the next weekend. And then on the next weekend, you're going to go eat vegetarian. And then on the next weekend, you're going to eat like at a steakhouse. Does that make sense? So there's something about you're always in motion, always doing something, always somewhere, always dressed up. Okay, for some of you guys, there might be an energy where in your love life you are going to, I'm also hearing crashing a party, because I'm being brought to, I'm gonna give you an example, or like I'm gonna show you what I'm picking up here. But with this card, it says this connection must be protected and edgy. I'm being brought to the song by Eve and Gwen Stefani, and I think the song is called Drop Your Glasses, Shake Your Asses, Easy Come, Easy Go. What is it called? It took a while to get me in, and I'm gonna take my time. What is the song called? Now let me blow your mind. That's what it is, blow your mind, okay? And in the song, you guys know in the music video, and they're also driving like a motorbike, you see, and it's kind of like edgy, provocative, not going according to rules. You guys might even have like a very extraordinary lifestyle, or you don't live according to rules, or maybe your future spouse doesn't live according to rules, and then they're gonna, you know, like invite you into a world that is very like, I don't know, like very, I wouldn't say reckless, but it's like there's a lot happening, or like, you know, let's go, let's rent a car, let's take a motorbike, let's drive somewhere. I'm also hearing like, yeah, I'm being brought to like fast cars and like motorbikes and all in leather and all in black. And again, like something about like crashing a party, okay? So in that video, okay, even if you feel like I don't go to parties, you might get introduced to that energy, or there might be an energy where around the time where you meet your future spouse, you will feel like, man, I was always at home, and I feel like I want to go to a few parties. And again, it doesn't have to be that extravagant. This could even be like a little bar that also has a dance floor, okay? For some of you guys, it depends on what you like and to which extent this is going to be, okay? This could also be like a very calm evening at a really nice rooftop bar, okay? For something like that. Could also be freaking wild. Okay, it doesn't matter. So I'm being brought to crashing the party because Gwen Stefani and Eve, they came, and I think they were not dressing according to the dress code, right? It was like a party for rich people, but they came in like leather and sporty and elegant, like a mixture of sporty and elegant, and like they didn't have manners in that music video. So I'm picking up the energy like your love life, again, your love life is kind of like wild and crazy, or you will have like a lot of crazy stories where, I don't know, something weird is happening, or you went to this rooftop bar and then like somebody got proposed to right in front of you, or I don't know why I'm picking this up, but I'm also picking up like you might be, I don't know, this is for somebody in particular, but I feel like for somebody in particular, you might be bumping into like a celebrity or something like that. Like, again, this is what I'm picking up. It's kind of like your love life is so wild that there's so many things happening. Like, oh, we saw the celebrity or something like that. I mean, not for everybody, of course, but, or like, oh, we saw like there was like a reindeer coming while we were driving home. Does that make sense? There's something going on with like you will have a lot of crazy stories to tell, but it's also because I feel like you guys are going to be a couple that likes to live edgy. So you might even go to like underground parties, or I'm also being brought to like the dress code might also be significant, that you guys like to dress up, or that you guys like to dress very alternative, and a lot of people look at you because you dress differently. You might be overdressed, you might be underdressed, whatever the heck you like, okay? Or something about getting dressed to go somewhere, to drive somewhere. For some of you guys, it's going to be a little bit fancy, on the fancier side, and then for others of you, it's just living your life wild and free, okay? So this is definitely a love life that is very exciting. Every time people ask you what you've done, you're talking to them 1 hour on the phone and you're still not done with the whole story, is what I'm picking up here, okay? And I feel like you're really going to enjoy this hectic energy, because I feel like it's like going from one place to another, and then there's an appointment, and then there you have to see somebody, or you have to see somebody there, and they have to see somebody there, so you're going to drive there and there. Does that make sense? So being a lot around a lot of people is what I'm picking up. You're also my very extroverted couple, okay? Or even, this might even be that your future spouse is extroverted, okay? Or there could be an energy where you are introverted, you are like, you still, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like you have to go somewhere. You don't like to go there because you don't like people, but you like the experience, or you like partying, or you like listening to music. So you're just going to be the two of you. So you're not going to mingle with the other people, but you're still going to go there. Does that make sense? So you're still kind of like an introvert, but in an extroverted area, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, let me see what else is going on here. A very, very dynamic love life where there is a lot going on. You would also be my type of couple that really enjoys a glass of wine, a glass of alcohol-free mojito or something like that. Okay, it doesn't matter if you drink or not, but you do like to, I don't know, like cocktails. I'm also being brought to alcohol-free cocktails, okay? I'm being brought to dressing very edgy or dressing very provocative. I'm even being brought to like, you would also be my type of couple, or your love life is really gonna be about like matching outfits or something like that. You guys might really like to wear matching outfits, or wear something matching, okay? Or something about like whenever you come into like a room, people look at you because there's something extravagant about the way that you dress. Again, this might be because you're very, very underdressed, because you don't like capitalism and society, or you are very overdressed. I'm also being brought to like, you would be my type of couple where your wedding, you would not wear white on your wedding. You would maybe wear, I don't know, like turquoise or something like that. Like breaking rules is what I'm picking up here. You would be my type of couple that wears provocative outfits, piercings, tattoos, leather, dark makeup, where you look a little bit edgy and a little bit intimidating, okay? Or something about playing around with hair color, or they will play around with hair color, okay? Or playing around with outfits, going to places. Okay, I'm seeing here your spouse coming to you and bringing you a drink somewhere where you're going to go, okay? Let me see what else is going on here. I'm hearing fire under the butt. So you're definitely my type of couple that really like you. Maybe at some point you would have to learn to like calm down, because I feel like you're very, very much active and it can burn you out. Or it can at some point cause like maybe like a disconnect between the two of you because you're always somewhere around other people. But again, like, don't worry about it right now. Just keep it in mind, maybe when you are with your spouse, that you also have time together, just the two of you, without people around you. Let me see what else is going on here. You're also my type of couple that really likes like colors, lights, music, vibes, stand-up comedy, or like live music, or like something about playing around with lights, okay? Or always being at places that are very extravagant, very interesting. There's a lot to see, there's a lot of people to talk to. Okay, you're definitely, your love life is all about like celebrating life and doing the best and the most out of it. It doesn't have to be that you celebrate with alcohol, but if you do like alcohol, I think you're gonna get drunk a lot together, or you're gonna get tipsy a lot together. Okay, let me see what else. And I feel like you guys are gonna really admire each other as you get ready for like a party, a date, I don't know, like even going to I keep feeling like you guys are going to be overdressed wherever you go. But it could be that you, it's just for somebody in particular, when you are like into fashion, I think you're my couple that is going to be like very overdressed, or people are going to notice you because you love fashion and you express it. Okay, let me see what else is going on here. What is your, look at that, I told you, the Six of Wands. This is what I was saying. The Six of Wands is all about being in a crowd. Okay, so, and it all, didn't I talk about a celebrity? Because with the Six of Wands, I'm picking up this energy here where somebody here could be in the public eye, or somebody could have like a huge friend circle, or somebody could be somebody that is somewhat popular in their town, in their neighborhood, in their city. Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles. Let me see what else is going on here. You're definitely going to go to a lot of beautiful places is what I'm picking up here. You would be my couple that knows the town in and out, where you get the best wine, where you get the best bread, where you can go brunching like for a very low price, the best bar, the best party location. Okay, let me see. How's your love life with your future spouse going to be like? I also feel like you would also be my type of couple that really likes to spend on like concerts and festivals, and something about like putting money into having a beautiful time. Okay, or you would be my type of couple that is very, very focused on work, and then you celebrate really, really hard on the weekend, or something about celebrating a lot of accomplishments together. Because yeah, for some of you guys, I'm picking up here, your love life could also be connected to an energy where you make it out of a difficult situation together, and then you're going to celebrate a lot that you're no longer in this situation. This could be financially, financial difficulty. This could be health issues, whatever it is. Okay, this could be that you guys are going to overcome something very difficult together, which is the reason why your bond is going to become even stronger. What is it that you guys are going to overcome together? Let me see maybe what that is. What are you guys going to overcome together? The Six of Cups. What are you guys going to overcome together? Wow, I'm hearing like, okay. There could be an energy where the both of you have like a very rough past. I'm also being brought to like a very rough neighborhood, or like a very, how can I say that? Let's say, for example, getting away from toxic family, getting away from a toxic neighborhood, a toxic lifestyle, overcoming an addiction together, overcoming some type of, yeah, overcoming the struggle together. Okay, you are definitely, your love life is all about like, I'm hearing it's us against the world, or you're definitely my kind of couple that really fights to have a good life, or you are my type of couple that is really good at finding solutions together, or coming up with plans together. You guys are both going to be very, very wise when it comes to again, like finding a doorway, finding a loophole, finding a way to live a better life, to make more money. You're definitely gonna be the type of couple, or your love life is all about like, let's get out of the struggle together, or let's make a difference. Like when you guys both come from a toxic family, your focus is going to be like to create a healthy family, or to no longer eat this unhealthy shit that you always eat on Thanksgiving with your family. Does that make sense? There's something about like, let's overcome this toxicity or this struggle that we know from the past. Okay, let me see. I'm hearing for some of you guys, this is not going to be your first marriage. Like I'm talking about if you already have been married. Spirit wants me to tell you this is definitely your pile. Okay, because I'm seeing here somebody was already married before. Okay, maybe even twice, and they already got divorced. Okay, let me see. What I wanna let me see, maybe I want to get one more of these. Your love life gonna be like with your future spouse. You handle my ugliness, I handle yours. You see, this is what I'm talking about. It's kind of like you have an ugly past, they have an ugly past, okay? Or something about because you have an ugly past, you are very, very drawn to everything that is shiny and beautiful and celebratory, and because you've struggled so much in the past. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like we're no longer struggling, we're no longer in survival mode, we're no longer in a toxic family or something along those lines, and therefore we're going to make the best out of life together. Okay, something like that here, because you have an ugly past and then you're very, very focused on making the future as beautiful as possible. Okay, let me see. I think I want to get one more of these. What is your love life going to be like with your future spouse? Very, very busy. I told you guys, very busy, very visible, a very public relationship here. Okay, or a lot of people are going to know about you. I don't know, somebody here has like a big friend circle, or somebody's in the public eye here, or somebody loves to connect to people or mingle with people. Somebody works with a lot of people. Something is going on here, because I'm being brought to like what is her name? I'm being brought to Madeline White and her boyfriend. This is what I'm picking up here. So maybe for some of you guys, your name is Madeline or something with like white. Let me see, what is your love life gonna be like? We have the Two of Pentacles again. I'm telling you. You could also be my couple that likes to go to the gym together. So you're not, if you're not actively going to a lot of like parties, you're definitely my couple that goes to the gym together or likes to work out together. You like to go for a run together, or you like to build your muscles together and stuff like that is what I'm hearing. Okay, and then with the Six of Cups, I told you this is tipsy sex. Okay, somebody here is gonna have tipsy sex, and we have here the Six of Cups here. In this case, has like wedding rings. Okay, if you am hearing somebody here is asking themselves, will I ever marry again, or will I ever marry and, you know, like be happy in a marriage? Yes, you are. If you have been thinking about it, I'm hearing you. Okay, I'm definitely seeing here tipsy sex for somebody, not for everybody, of course. Okay, if you don't drink, don't take that message. Okay, or like maybe someone here likes to smoke, so it might be like after a smoke session, you guys are gonna have a lot of like sex together here, or you guys are gonna love to like make cocktails together, throw parties together. Let me see what's going on here. What is your love life gonna be like? What's going on? I'm telling you, I cannot make this up. Do you see that card here? Do you see how much is going on around her? You're my type of couple that is always on a date. You try octopus food. You try like a completely like Indian kitchen, Asian kitchen. Something about like you're always on a date. You're always eating out somewhere. Okay. It's like a very vibrant, dynamic, very, very colorful life that you guys are going to live together here, with a lot of friends and a lot of people around you. Okay, I think that's all I have for you guys, to be honest with you. I feel like there's going to be an energy where, again, like you guys really love to like do a lot. Like you don't like to be at home, or even if you don't like partying, you like to go to fitness together or go to the gym together. That's where you bond with each other, is basically what I'm picking up here. Okay, because you go to the gym together. okay, because you're growing muscles together, you're preparing your protein shake in the morning together or something like that. And then for others of you, again, it's like a date every weekend, okay, a date every weekend, or doing something extraordinary, doing something special every weekend or every other weekend here. Okay, I don't know where the camera cut off, to be honest with you. I said that for some of you guys, I just got another card, but what I said was for some of you guys who don't even know that kind of lifestyle, okay, so for some of you guys it's like, wow, I always dreamed of that, but I've never experienced it. You're gonna experience it with your future spouse, because this card here says, I'm not used to it, but it feels good. So maybe for some of you guys, you really have been like a homebody, or all the previous relationships that you've been in, this person has been a homebody and you were never going out, okay, or you were never traveling, or you never went on dates, or there was never something special happening. It's going to be very active and special and extraordinary with your future spouse. And in the beginning, you might not be used to this whole, you know, all of that stuff going on around you, but you're gonna really like it. So for some of you guys, I feel like you don't know that kind of lifestyle and you will experience it with your future spouse, okay? And then for others of you, you didn't know that you like such a lifestyle. So even if you tell me I don't like all of that shit, I think around the time where you meet your future spouse, maybe there's gonna be a switch, or maybe there's gonna be a reason why you will have the urge to do so. Maybe right now you really like to be at home, but maybe you're going to get bored of being at home like 1 year from now, and then you're going to feel like, I want to go out and I want to go places and I never want to be at home. Like I don't want to, I want to go to somewhere special every day or something like that, okay? Something along those lines. I feel like this is definitely an energy where you will have to get used to their lifestyle and they will have to get used to your lifestyle, okay? Something about... yeah, I'm definitely feeling like in the beginning you might even feel like, oh, this person like I don't... For some of you guys, I'm picking up this energy here, you will have to get used to it. So they might introduce you to a lifestyle that you don't know, okay? So again, there could be a person that is very extroverted and you might be introverted, but again, there's this energy of like the universe is bringing you two together so that you experience how beautiful it is around people, or they're going to help you to overcome you being an introvert, okay? Or they're going to help you to become more of an extrovert, or just a little bit more, okay? Not to completely change you, but to like show you that it is fun to go to a party here and there, okay? But overall, you're definitely my very, very dynamic couple. There's always something to talk about. You never catch you as a couple at home. Would also be my kind of, your love life is also about like learning new cultures, learning new language, learning a new cuisine, something about all about like learning about new things. Or you could also be, your love life could also be about like learning like something new together as a couple, like learning a new instrument together, or learning like a new technique to draw together. Something about let's learn something new together, or let's go somewhere new. But it more so feels like traveling, meeting people from different cultures and a different cuisine. Again, like something about like different food from different cultures, but again also something about like let's learn something together. So you would be my type of couple that likes to maybe attend also like courses and classes together. You would be my type of couple that wants to go to like a winery. Do you say winery? Like a vineyard to learn about wine, or to learn a new language together. If they have a different language, you would learn their language, or the other way around, something along those lines. So you're definitely also, your love life is also about like learning new things, or like also for some of you guys, you're also going to share a passion for reading books together. So I'm also seeing you guys here laying in bed and both of you have a book in your hand, okay? Or like a book club between the two of you. It's for somebody in particular, of course, okay? That's all I have for you guys, my beautiful pie number 2. I'm going to extend this reading now on Patreon. The link is down in the description box, and we're going to look at your love life. Not your love life, your sex life. If you're interested in that, I'm going to see you there, and if not, I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pie number 3. So you chose this beautiful image here. We're going to look at what your love life with your future spouse is going to be like. And if you have not watched the intro, I'm also going to extend this reading and we're going to look at your sex life with your future spouse. Like, if your friends would ask you like, hey, what did you do? Or how is he in bed? How is she in bed? How is your sex life? What would you tell your friends basically, okay? So let me channel the energy first and then we're going to talk about everything together, okay? So let me see what's going on here. What is your love life going to be like? If you tell me that you smoke, or that you smoke WEED, I don't know if I can say it. If you smoke the green, or if you smoke in general, or if you vape, this is definitely your pile, because I feel like maybe you're going to share that in common, that you guys are going to smoke together, or you bond over smoking together, or getting high together. I'm hearing, if I could fly, I would probably never come down. With all the bullshit, confusion on the ground, I wish that I was high, cause I can live my life when it's low. So I'm gonna call the bros, tell them roll up one right now. I'm trying to smoke. Hold on, let me see what the lyrics is about. Oh my god, I cannot believe this, guys. Okay, because let me show you the card. It says, make peace with the past, you're ready for a new love story. So this is a particular message for somebody. Make peace with the past, you're ready for a new love story, okay? But she's smoking here, right? So I'm hearing the song, if I could fly, I would probably never come down. And then the card here says, trying to keep myself from looking over the edge. I know life's a bitch, but she can at least give me head. Sometimes, I mean, is that too much to ask? That's why lately I've been smoking on gas. I know God is good, I know he keeps me alive. I'll be probably talking to him most when I'm high. When I'm high, I see all that shit crystal clear. When I'm high, I see through the smoke and the mirrors. And we have clarity here, like we literally have crystals here. Okay, so I'm picking up this energy here that you and your future spouse, there's something about you and your future spouse. You're either, even if you tell me you don't smoke together, you might be meditating together, or you might be doing something that makes you feel like high, or that makes you feel like you can release stress, because it feels like an energy where your love life is all about releasing stress together. Okay, so this could be over a glass of wine, this could be releasing stress by going hiking, okay? And the word high does not mean that you literally need to smoke, but you could get you could get high off of life. Like when you go hiking and you see the mountains, that's when you feel high. Does that make sense? And then for others of you, this could be like getting high when you drink a really good glass of wine, or smoking, or vaping, or something like that. Let me see what else is coming through here. I feel like your love life is all about I'm hearing it's about releasing stress, but I'm also hearing something about escaping, okay? I feel like this is something about escaping reality, because reality is dull. So let's make something like let's make a fantasy happen, or let's do something here, okay? So your love life is all about like escaping reality, meaning that when you guys are together, you are I'm hearing you live in your own little bubble as a couple. Okay? As if your love life is all about making things colorful, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, so there could be an energy where you and your future spouse are very much into like dressing very colorful, or something about colors. Somebody here could be an artist, or could be at an art school. I'm also hearing somebody's in med school, like, you know, to become a doctor or something like that here. But again, I feel like this energy, there's something about like visually, like visuals, or like visually. Okay, you would be my type of couple that likes to watch movies, that likes to go to the cinema, or something about like I'm also hearing outdoor cinemas, like cinemas under a starry sky. Oh, that's lovely. Or something about the view. Okay, you as a couple, your love life is all about like having a nice view, or somehow like living in fantasy world. Not that you are delusional, but it's kind of like reality is so harsh that when we are together, I'm hearing we manifest our own reality, or maybe like your apartment is going to look very trippy. So for somebody here, I'm being brought to like a very extraordinary apartment. It's your own little world. It's your own little bubble. Okay, and it's like very colorful or very trippy compared to like the outside world, or something about like you and your future spouse, your love life is all about like making your dreams happen, meaning that you and your future spouse are all about like working hard and making things happen in your life. Okay, or something about I work this hard for my wife, I work this hard for my husband, because with the Six of Pentacles, your love language in your relationship could definitely be gifts. How do you call that? Gift giving. Okay, so if people would ask you about your love life, you would tell them, oh, you know, my boyfriend, my husband was buying me this, and you know, like he made my wish come true and bought me something, or she bought me this t-shirt and now I look really sexy. Okay, or she bought me this necklace, she bought me this chain. Something about like there's a lot of gift giving happening between you and your spouse. Okay, but also something about like, I don't know, there's something about I'm being brought to like mountains. I'm being brought to mountains. I'm being brought to like fresh air. So you would also be my couple that really loves to be in nature or connect to nature, or that's when you feel the most love for each other. Okay, I'm seeing like two people being on a balcony and looking at, yeah, that's what it is. There's something about a garden, a balcony, sitting on a balcony, sitting on a garden, having like an overview. Okay, because if I look at this card, to me this feels like looking at an overview or looking at a starry sky, and you guys really bond over your love life. Is all about like contemplating and being philosophical about life. Because in the song she says like, when I'm high, that's when I talk to God the most. Okay, so you could be all about like contemplating life and contemplating about God and the universe, you know, and about the purpose and stuff like that. You would be my type of couple to sit by a body of water, to sit on a balcony in the garden, something about crystal clear. And the crystal clear reminds me of like a crystal clear sky, or like a crystal clear lake or body of water. Okay, with the star card here. I'm also hearing, don't believe, what is the song called? It's called Manifesto. I think reality is fake. Don't believe reality. I'm hearing reality is fake. Don't believe reality. So you could also be my kind of couple that really bonds over seeing through the bullshit or seeing through the matrix or something like that, but you also want to escape the matrix. Okay, so for some of you guys, I also feel like your love life is all about escaping something together, because for me with the no regrets and no what ifs, it's almost this energy of like, we want to escape this energy, we want to escape the hustle and bustle, or we want to escape this gray, cloudy country, we want to escape this something, the struggle, we want to escape this codependency. Let's say, for example, being dependent on a job, or like being dependent on the government, or like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying this is what I'm picking up here. Or being dependent on like something about like you're my kind of couple that wants to, I'm hearing, to beat the odds, or that wants to protect your family or protect your relationship or protect your future by working really, really hard. Does that make sense? It's kind of like this energy where the both of you would be my kind of couple, or your love life would be all about dreaming together. But you don't just dream, you have like practical plans to make these dreams happen. And I also feel like in your relationship, it's all about like, okay, so we did that. That is, you can like, you know, scratch that from the to-do list, the wish list, the manifestation list. Let's manifest the next thing together. Let's manifest the next thing together. Let's think about another plan together here with the working couple, right? Something about, I keep feeling this energy of escaping. I don't know what you want to escape, but there's something about escaping something here. Okay, and something, I keep seeing it like the view, and I didn't even realize that there is a balcony here. Okay, so you guys are very much, your love life is all about, I'm hearing about the view, about being above, like as if you as a couple don't want to get dragged down into feeling like shit because of the matrix. Does that make sense? So you're always gonna push each other to feel good, or hype each other up, or gift each other something. It's like life is hard, but here's a gift. I'm giving it to you so that you remember that life can also be sweet. Okay, let me see what else is coming through here. Okay, I also feel like here, somebody here is gonna have a lot of children. Okay, or somebody already has children here, so your love life is also going to be about like taking care of children or taking care of your child. There might be, you know, like being a beautiful stepmother, a beautiful stepfather here. Okay, or something about you're going to have a lot of children in the future. Okay, like I would say definitely more than one. I would, not for everybody of course, because it's a general reading, but I would say I would not be surprised if you have like 3 or 4 children in the future. Okay, just for somebody out here, not for everybody of course. Let me see what else is coming through here. I feel this energy here. Oh yeah, and you also have the same mindset as what I'm picking up here as well. You have the same mindset. I truly feel like your love life is all about the relief that you guys feel after you actively manifested something. Let's say, for example, you always wanted this apartment with a balcony, and then you have this apartment with the balcony, and then you sit on the balcony, and then it's just a moment of silence, a moment of gratitude together as a couple. Does that make sense? It's like, that was a long journey, but we're here, we made it. Is what I'm hearing. Let me get a few more cards here to see what's going on. We also have the card here, Let Me Seduce You. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I just want to get a few more cards here. Let me see where they are. Let's see. What is pie number 3's love life with their future spouse? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I'm hearing shits and giggles. What is your love life with your future spouse gonna be like, pie number 3? Okay, we have here the Chariot. Absolutely. I'm hearing, so you got a long way to go. Say you wanna love me, wanna touch me, think twice, cause you got a long way to go. Okay, so there's an energy where you and your future spouse, you're gonna be all about achieving long-term goals is what I'm picking up here. You would also be my kind of couple that, yeah, you achieve things together, like getting your driver's license together, or I don't know, like getting your certification from a course together. You might even meet your future spouse at university or at school because you guys have the same major or the same course or something like that, because we have school and exams. So I would not be surprised. You could meet your future spouse as like at like a course, a class, or like as you get your driver's license, you go to a driving school, right? And you get a certificate there, and you go to the same course, the same class. Or you could meet them in like med school, or like wherever you are, you know, like wherever you currently are, or something about like maybe you also have the same major, or you graduated from the same school, or you have the same you're specialized in the same thing is what I'm hearing. Okay, especially if you are very much into learning, university. Okay, let me see. What is your love life gonna be like? I also feel this energy that you and your future spouse, you're gonna get aroused very easily. Okay, I'm picking up this energy that you and your future spouse, you are kind of like I'm picking up this energy. Your love life is all about like when your partner is like wearing something that is a little bit tighter, and you see like just a small inch of like a bulk, or if you see a little bit of like a nipple, you're getting aroused very easily. You're my kind of couple that gets aroused very easily, and maybe even gets aroused in very inappropriate situations, if that makes sense, like getting aroused very easily, or being very playful in bed is what I'm picking up here. Okay, yeah, I'm also hearing like life is so serious, so you're gonna be extremely playful in bed, where you're gonna play with each other's, like somebody's playing with the other person's balls, or like do you know what I mean? It's kind of like playing with the other person the other person's hair, or something about getting aroused very easily. Thing about like getting aroused very easily, or making each other hot, or it's like kind of like a game where you guys like to get each other horny, or where you guys like to get each other very hot for each other. Okay, it's gonna be kind of like a game where you're gonna, you know, like, you know what I'm seeing here? I'm seeing here somebody on purpose letting something drop and then like, you know, bending forward, or, you know, like if it's a guy, he's coming in and he's on purpose, you know, like touching his crotch and stuff like that in a very provocative way is what I'm picking up here. It's kind of like body language that I pick up. You could also have high sex, okay? So for some of you guys, it's also about like having sex while you're high. But again, it's like because life is so serious, so you really want to just be playful and have fun when it comes to you guys having sex, okay? There's also not much thinking about it. There's just like, you know, I want to play with your, I want to play with your body, okay? Let me see what else. Yeah, your love life is all about like releasing stress, or your love life is all about like catching your breath, because life is so like because you want to achieve a lot. I feel like you're my kind of couple that wants to achieve something big or something huge, and it also requires a lot of work, meaning that you are working a lot, or it almost feels like you're my working couple. Like maybe someone here is also kind of like a workaholic, or like I'm also being brought to the song Hustler's Ambition. I'm gonna want a thing to save my life, so I hustle. Yeah. So it's kind of like you're gonna be like a hustling couple basically, okay? Or the hustle and bustle, always trying to, you know, make something work, or wanting to achieve something huge, or you guys share like a really big dream together. And I feel like then you come together to really just calm down, just sit in nature and not think about shit because the week was so hard, or there was so much stuff to do, or smoking together, vaping together. Okay, yeah, look at that. To release stress is what I'm picking up here, okay? With the King of Pentacles, I feel like you might have like a big financial goal. Like you and your future spouse might have like a big financial goal is what I'm picking up here. Or something about stability, okay? That there might be something significant, like you want to be as stable as you can be. Or something about you want to reach a milestone, like a big one as a couple when it comes to your finances, and you're going to work a lot on that, okay? So I'm picking up this energy like whenever your friends are going to call you and ask you, hey, what's going on? You usually tell them that you achieved something together as a couple, or that your spouse brought you a gift, or something about like that you had like, I'm also hearing very surprising sex. So your sex life, I feel like, is very surprising because again, like you're gonna get aroused in very weird situations, or it's gonna be like very surprising sex where it was not even planned, but one person gets aroused by the other person and you just fall over each other. Does that make sense? So it's like, you know, like I was just sitting there, I was, you know, like drinking my wine, and all of a sudden like he or she was so horny, you know, like when you talk to your friends and stuff like that. It's kind of like I was so surprised that this person was like, I don't know, like kissing me or something like that. And then for others, it's like, oh, you know, my boyfriend, my girlfriend got me this gift, or we're trying to achieve something right now, and we're just sitting on the balcony looking at the sun, looking at the view, okay? Or we're just saving for us to go traveling and stuff like that, okay? This is what I'm picking up here. Let me see what else is going on. Now with the Let Me Seduce You card, I also pick up this energy that you guys will have a lot of fun making each other horny, or like surprising each other. This is like a very surprising sex, or like a very surprising like, I wanna, you know? Or like something about like surprisingly feeling the dick between your legs, or surprisingly feeling somebody's tongue. So this might even be that this is happening while you're sleeping. So let's say you're sleeping there and all of a sudden you realize that there's a hand on your body. This is what I'm picking up, and you're like surprised is what I'm picking up here. That's interesting. It's kind of like, yeah, it's like something about like a surprising effect. Okay, because I feel like you would be my type of couple that works really, really hard. So maybe The focus is not 1000% on like having sex. It's more on like you know, like achieving goals and stuff like that, and making sure that you're as stable as possible, or achieving like a big financial goal together. So when you guys have sex, it's kind of like out of the blue is what I'm hearing. Okay, but I want to read out this card here. It says protection, and it's Scorpio. I just need to find the book. Okay, so let me see what that is about. Okay, it says magic. To resist a curse, immerse yourself and your partner just before dawn in a stream or a bathtub. After throwing 3 white flowers into it, when the sun appears, get out of the water and let its warmth dry off on you. So there could also be an energy where you as a couple, you're gonna really work hard to break a generational curse or like a generational pattern, okay? Or something about like again, we talked about it, like you want to escape the matrix, or you want to escape some type of system, or you want to escape something here, okay? This is what I was talking about, like escaping the smoke and mirrors, the brain fog, the lies, the deceit. I don't know what the fuck this means though. As if you're always cleansing yourself in your love life from what is going on in the world. Or something about every time you talk, like even if you feel a little bit indecisive about your purpose, about your career, every time you guys talk, it's like clear to you. Like your relationships bring so much clarity to you. Something about like clearing out the brain fog, or feeling so clear about your purpose, or about where you guys are going to go, or coming up with a clear plan. Okay, you're really going to feel like you have somebody by your side, and you guys are going to, you know, like escape together. I don't know what the fuck this means. Okay, this could be in a particular situation, or this could just be escaping, like, I don't know, the hustle and bustle, or something about escaping something here. I'm hearing that you guys are gonna try, or like I'm also hearing your relationship is all about like making sure that at home it's like I'm hearing heaven is a state of mind, and I'm hearing it's like oh, for some of you guys, you're also gonna you're also gonna be into like higher education as a couple. So for some of you guys, you're gonna feel like you wanna do something bigger with your career. You're my working couple, my career couple, my education couple, my couple that likes to become something big or do something bigger with their life, okay? Something like that is going on here. Let me get one more card, and then we're going to go into the sex life, okay? This is definitely about like learning and unlearning certain things, and then relearning other things in your connection. But I also feel the same energy here with you, but it's a little bit different. I feel like it's us and we're gonna escape. Like I'm being brought to like couples that try a van life, okay? It doesn't have to be exactly that, but this is what I'm picking up here. If I could describe it, it's kind of like a van life, or somehow escaping like the toxicity of the world, or escaping some type of lie, or maybe like I'm hearing talking about the real shit, the deep shit, and not shallow conversations, okay? Something like that. Okay, you're my kind of couple that I'm hearing together we are stronger, is what I'm hearing, which is lovely. Let me get one last card here, and then we're gonna go to the extended, guys. What is your relationship? What is your love life with your spouse gonna be like? Pile number 3. What's going on? Look at that. The kitchen. So there could be an energy where you're gonna bond over cooking together, making smoothies together, you know, like baking together or something like that. And again, in the present moment. Okay, so you're kind of, your love life is all about not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, just being here, like chilling, calming down, just being here in the present moment, just being grateful for what you have, okay? But also dreaming about everything that you're going to achieve together as a couple. Zen vibes, meditative energy, calm energy, peaceful energy between the two of you. Because I was being brought to like stillness, okay? Where you're really going to enjoy like quietude together. Pie number 3, I feel like you're really going to enjoy quietude together, if that makes sense. Because it could be that the world is very busy and you're the couple that likes quietude, or that likes to chill on a balcony away from the hustle and bustle or something like that. Okay, let me see one more. Look at that, we have the card stability and freedom, you see. So I feel like you might want to somehow free yourself from something as a couple, or you're really going to be focused on stability, being focused on growing something for your future children, or somehow working really hard for a good lifestyle or for a good life. Does that make sense? Let me see one more. What is your love life gonna be like? We have the fire couple here. I told you, this is like I'm being brought to like the lion and the lioness. Okay, I'm being brought to like two people that are very strong, but sometimes you get weak, and then when you get weak, it's your partner that is going to give you strength. It's your partner's kiss, it's you having sex with your partner that is going to give you strength to move forward. Okay, again, I keep hearing the song, I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle. Okay, so there's something about like hustling together, you know, like being strong together, giving each other strength, fighting together. Okay, fighting for your dreams, your stability, your freedom together. Okay, and then relaxing. This is exactly, and then there's a spa energy that you guys are going to really enjoy, like putting on candles, or you know, like just watching movies, or this energy of like, okay, let's both take a shower and then, you know, like just lay on the couch or something like that, or let's go on a balcony, or let's go into the garden. Okay, or you guys might even have this urge to have a garden for your future children, so you're going to work on at some point owning property, having a garden of some sort. Okay, and for others of you, it's really just for you. Like if you don't want children, it's all about like, I want to have a nice garden, a nice balcony, a nice view, so every time I come home I can chill and calm down with my partner. You're going to work really hard for that, or this is something that you're going to bond over. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of like sitting in a garden, in a balcony, being in nature somehow, or hiking together or something like that. Okay, alrighty, my beautiful pie number 3, I'm going to extend this reading now on Patreon. The link is down in the description box if you're interested in that. We're going to look at your sex life with your future spouse, and if not, I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye.